Hey everybody, the Johnny Kaged here, welcoming you to the grand finale of Mega Man number 6. Last time, after our technical difficulties, I didn't even think that we were going to be able to finish up in 6 parts. I thought it was going to be a 7-parter. This game is a little bit longer than the usual Mega Man fare, but this level that we have here completely sucks. It's really short, not even really a level, but it is a pain in the ass. You got water, you got spiky balls of death, you got piranha fish, and you got these goddamn fans with their blowing and always sucking so much. So I recommend just jumping onto the rush jet there and making your way across. If you take a few hits, whatever, it doesn't matter. The boss gauntlet is right up here anyway. Well, not right up here, but pretty close to around here. Somewhere between here and now, if that makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all, does it? Anyhow, boss gauntlet time! Let's see. Who do we have first in this treasure trove of bosses that will meet their fate at my hands? First up, we got Yamato Man. I believe it's Yamato Man, if I remember correctly. I don't play through these boss gauntlets very much, especially not for practice purposes. But, one thing you're going to want to do against him is not use the tomahawk very much, because later on, and in like 5 minutes from now probably, we're going to take on Wily, and he's got 3 forms in this game, and all of them are really weak against the tomahawk. So keep that in mind. Try to preserve that power as much as you can. If you get beat up a little bit like I did in that fight, oh well, don't worry about it. Honestly, going back and playing through these bosses, a lot of them are really easy. There aren't any that I'm like, I kind of have to like put them in a particular like category. It's like, okay, so I would consider this guy an easy boss, this guy a medium boss, and this guy a hard boss, and you know, kind of like, okay, I'll take out an easy one so I can get my health back up, and then take on a hard one so I can fight him with full health, you know. Mega Man 6, that's not the case. You can just pretty much take these guys on and just, you know, whatever kind of linear fashion you want. Good old Plant Man, although I did not expect to get beat up this bad by Plant Man. Jeez, already got 2 hits on me? That's embarrassing. Oh, it's Plant Man. It's like, it's terrible. And he's one of the barrier-using bosses, which gives him double negatives as far as I'm concerned, but boom! There he goes. Plant Explosion! By the way, I just started playing Plants vs. Zombies. If you guys didn't check that video out yesterday, check it out. Should be pretty fun. Who do we have? Nightman. Ooh, Mega Man. Fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun. No? Any It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fans out there? I don't know if that show's even on anymore. Are they continuing that one or not? Because that was a good show for a while. I haven't watched it all that much recently. I don't think they're making new episodes at least, but damn, that was a funny show for quite a while there. Anyway, not even worth mentioning much about Nightman. I still say he's probably the easiest of the robot masters in this game. On to Mr. Centaur! He's a horse, he's a robot, he's a man, and he also has a water stage. I mean, he's got everything that a woman would want, right? Ain't got nothing on Centaur Man. How do I compete with that? Oh, so, yeah, you know the story here. Nightman power, boom! Blowed him up. And we got full health going into, I believe this is Windman, right? You old windbag. Yeah, you do. With your like, shoulder cannons there, and I don't even know, your little like tassel on your head. A little booby tassel on your head there, Windman. You might want to get that checked out. Anyhow, we'll just use the flash power. Remember, good pro tip, do not use the power too recklessly. Be sure to use it in moderation, you know, like alcohol, in moderation. But do, you know, just shots every few seconds so that you don't end up wasting the power and he takes no damage, because, you know, he's got to go invincible for a little while. It's the only way to make things fair, I suppose. Now, Tomahawk Man, he might actually be the most difficult of the robot masters in this game, just because you have to fight him with Plant Man's power. So you got to get in really close and then hit him with it. And, you know, his moves are pretty much the same, both of them, the only 2 that he does, but he can still give you a hard time there. As you can see, I'm not getting out of that one with full health, unfortunately, but what can you do? Win some, you lose some. I mostly win them. By losing, I mean I take a little bit of damage, I guess. You know, Mega Man Master and all. Haha! Oh, I'm so full of myself. Anyhow, who do we have? Mr. Flame Man here with his turban. Terribly racist, but oh well. That's the way it was back in the 90s, no one cared. Let's see. Yeah, nothing special from him. Windstorm takes it out. That'd be really funny to use little tornadoes, you know, as weapons. I'll be playing Diablo 3, and it'll be in the 2nd act, and then a random, like, tornado will spawn right next to you, and like, oh, watch out for the tornado there. It's like not so much threatening as much as it's just an inconvenience, but in real life, you'd be like, holy shit! There's a fucking tornado over there! Run for your lives! But, anyhow, I digress. Blizzard Man with his adorable skates and little Santa hat. Isn't you adorable? Yeah, you were definitely made by a 5-year-old. All the robot masters in this game were you know, made by fans of Mega Man. So yeah, you were You were a kindergarten's creation, I'm pretty sure. Anyhow, boom! That's gonna take care of all 8 of them. Man, that went by in a flash, didn't it? How fast? What do we have? 5 minutes in? Okay, come on, Dr. Wily. You and your overly pink castle, with your saddle, with your DirecTV, your giant bone that you've always got on display. Very proud of that bone, it would seem. Alright, last level, and by last level I mean it's nothing really. It's just like the build-up to Wily. Over here you get a little energy regen. We're going to give that to the Mr. Tomahawk. Refill what we used against Yamato Man there, so now we got it to full, and that's exactly where we need to be. Oh, and we got one of these dispensers. I think you're meant to be able to grind off of these and get energy if you want it, but I don't think I've ever seen any of the hard hats that come out of it drop any energy or any kind of power. Oh wow, that worked really well. That was also the first time I've ever tried to use the Night Ball against it. So, yeah, the Night Ball. Is that it? That sounds PC, right? Let's see. Alright. Nice little one up there from Flip Top. And throw on the Tomahawk Power, because it's time for some Wily beating. Oh, yeah! One of my favorite southern activities. So this is actually really easy. You can just hit him from pretty much anywhere. He's so freaking gigantic. And I think you can go a little bit wild on him with the Tomahawk. He doesn't really have any sort of invincibility after you hit him once. I think he does. I don't know. Let's see here. I'll go a little bit more crazy on him this time around. Oh damn, couldn't get away. He's so big though. He's so big. Just lands right on top of you. Boom, boom, boom! There you go. And let's see, his third and final form, which is a lot like his third and final form was in Mega Man 5, actually. Although we're not going to use Beat against him. Beat didn't get a whole lot of love in this game. I don't know. I don't care for him that much. So it's a lot like him, but instead of the balls just kind of spiraling outwards, they kind of have a bit more of a homing effect this time around. So they do have the tendency to hit you a bit more. Also interesting is that Wily's health bar goes away when he disappears. I don't know why, but nope. Okay, fair enough. Let's see, we're missing some shots here, but not a big deal. Oh, there's one. And let's see. Oh, from downtown. Oh yeah, got him, man. Oh, Michael Jordan would have been proud of that tomahawk shot. I tell you what, me being from Chicago and all. So there we go. We actually caught Dr. Wily. Do you understand the significance of that? He's never been caught before, but we finally caught him. And also, really strange is that it says Capcom Times on the top of the newspaper when Capcom didn't even publish this game in America. You got to think that that was some sort of like violation of trademark right there. I don't know. It's so weird. Why couldn't they have just put regular text? Why does it have to be able to scribble? I still like the newspaper better in Punch-Out when at the end you get the code to fight Tyson, and in the bottom corner it's got a picture of Mario as the referee and says, "Daddy, come home!" It's so sad but so funny. Oh, so we actually caught Dr. Wily. We've never done that in any Mega Man. That's just crazy. He just always gets away. I think a lot of people assume that he gets caught, but you always see him fly away in a spaceship in every single game. Except for the first one, maybe. I don't know about the first one, but he always gets away. So we finally caught him. Put an end to the Mega Man games, if you will, for the NES, and we get easily the longest credit sequence of any of the Mega Man games here. It's like, hey, you forgot how these Robot Masters attack? Well, this is what they did. If you didn't already fight them twice, you get to kind of watch them fight for a third time, because it's completely necessary and all that stuff, you know. Oh yeah, Centaur Man. You know, I like him. I gotta give him points for innovation. But you had to give him a water stage. Come on, guys. You could have thought ahead and just gone with a more water-related guy. There had to be someone out there, you know. Of course, in 9, we did Splash Woman, which was total innovation. I mean, there we have, you know, the first woman robot in all of Mega Man. So, because I remember that level was kind of tough, too. Herself, not that tough. But I haven't played much of 9. I wish I had a Wii. If I had a Wii, if anyone wants to donate me a Wii so I can play 9 and 10... I will totally go out and buy some sort of capturing device and play 9 and 10 for you, because I would love to play those. 7 and 8, not really appreciated in the Mega Man community. 7 is just, you know, it's weird, because 7 is a lot like Mega Man X, but at the same time, it's obviously not. In Mega Man X, they, you know, included the dash and all the upgrades, and they had all the bosses being animals, which was new. There's just something about it should work, but it doesn't. So, I don't know, 7 and then 8, I don't know shit about 8, to be honest with you. There's not even a lot of on YouTube about 8. I've heard from people that have played it that it's kind of crappy. I don't know what they did with it. I think it was supposed to be some sort of like a 10th anniversary. It came out on the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn, and it's because it's got bosses from previous Mega Mans in it. I know that. If anyone can tell me more about 8 and whether or not I should play it, because I'd be interested to. I'd even maybe buy it for PlayStation if it doesn't cost that much money. But, you know, that's for another time, I suppose. 7, I don't think I'll ever play 7. I played a good majority of 7. Really don't like it. But the only one that we have left that we haven't talked about, Mega Man 1, the one that started it all. And I figured that when I started playing through these Mega Man games, I would save that one for last, because it is, you know, heavily regarded as the most difficult one, and I see why. It's hard for me to put the Mega Man games in order of difficulty, just because some of them, like Mega Man 2, people will say that Mega Man 2 is really hard, and it did take me a long time to get through Mega Man 2, because I've had that game ever since I was like, probably close to when it came out for the Nintendo. And I've beaten it so many times now that I can't really grade it on difficulty. I would say that it's the easiest just because I can beat it so easily now. But as far as just being really solid Mega Man game is concerned, 6 is better than at least 4. I can say that much. You know, I was talking to some people a couple of days ago. I was watching a video of a guy doing his NES collection, and he had all the Mega Mans too, and he's talking about Mega Man 5, which is one of my favorites. You guys heard me talk about that, I'm sure, tons when I was playing it. And they were saying that, you know, it's not that great because it's really kind of easy. And to an extent that is true, but I still say that that's my second favorite. I'm not a huge fan of Mega Man 3. I don't know why. There was just something about it. It's got great music. Definitely got the second to best music, only behind number 2. You know, I'll always be for 2 till the day I die. So, but it's so hard to put those games in order. Maybe if you guys have any, like, if you guys have ever tried to rank the Mega Man games, you know, leave them in a comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and, you know, maybe your reasoning behind it. As all the ridiculous names of the Capcom staff fly by, didn't even get to mention any of them. They're so stupid. There's one guy named like Hyper Mickey, and there's one guy named Duke, and anyhow, to be continued. Supposedly in Mega Man 7, but it's actually going to be in Mega Man 1. Oh, and one other little tidbit is that actually if you push start on this, it will start the game over. You can only do that in Mega Man 1 and 6. Every other Mega Man, you actually have to push the reset button. Just thought I'd mention it. But anyhow, guys, that's going to do it all for Mega Man 6 and me today. This has been the Johnny Kaged. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you have not, and I'll talk to all of you guys tomorrow.